Hi, Geeks. This is Jackie Cole.
Samantha Kuhn.
Jen Moynihan-Wynn.
Michelle Herr.
And Selena Roll. And when we're not meeting geeks at Columbia Harbor House, we're geeking on Walt Disney World with Curtis and the whole Geekin' family.
Are you ready for a fun-filled hour of food favorites, resort hopping, and hanging out with Disney World geeks? It's now time to go geekin' on Walt Disney World. Here's our dad and co-host. Hollywood was impressed with his performance in crowd scenes at the Indiana Jones stunt show. He never misses an 11 a.m. margarita at the Mexican Pavilion. And Mike Wazowski is still raving about his performance as that guy over at Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Curtis Stone.
Hey, Disney World geeks. Welcome to episode 344 of the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. This week we reach into the Geekin' family to bring on Jeff Kessler. Yes, Glenn Kessler is his older brother. It's not Jeff Kessler, Glenn's brother. I love my geeks who have sibling geeks. This is a fun episode. Jeff is a great super geek himself. Well, let me tell you our story a little bit for you new listeners. Over 6 years ago, I started this podcast with my daughter, Lindsay. We started talking about Disney World because that's what we always did in the house. And we started talking about our trips, and we brought together some other those Disney geeks to come on and tell their trip stories. I've got a Super Geek Roundtable coming up with my Fab Five, some of the first people who are on the podcast coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'm excited for you guys to hear that. But I was really amazed by a lot of things, but especially how positive and caring and generous our listeners were. Before too long, they were calling me their podfather, and I continued to bring listeners on and tell their Disney World stories. And over the years, we've built some amazing relationships with our listeners, and they continue to share their stories. I love featuring you guys on the show, and you're like family to me, and you are the Geekin' family. I've been able to meet so many of the listeners in the parks in person and get to connect with all of them on the private Facebook group every day. That was fun listening back to that a year ago. That intro was from Jackie Cole, Samantha Kuhn, Jen Moynihan-Wynn, Michelle Herr, and Selena Roll, who is Jackie's sister. It just reminds me how much we cherish this Geekin' family. Well, we'd love for you also to join the family. We're independent Disney authorized travel agents also with Fairy Tale Concierge. And whether you're new to Disney World or you just like to chat with us about your trip ideas, we'd love to be your Disney travel guides and help you book your room, your fast passes, and your dining reservations. And many of our listeners book their trips with us. They just contact Mama and Auntie Judy at travelingtiaras@gmail.com. That's their email. And Jennifer Galambos and EJ Cruz are available through their Little Dole Whips Facebook page. Well, let's get into this episode. Our guests on the show lately have all been from within the family. That's because there's nothing more important than family. Well, I am way past my bedtime. This is not my normal time to record.
Oh, really?
But, some people have little kids in the house, and I know they like to go later. But even so, I am so excited to bring this guy on. It's been a long time coming, and I'm excited to do his trip report. I'm so glad he reached out to me. People think I've got tons waiting, but I don't know. Parks haven't been open for a while, so I might be digging for trip reports. Well, let's introduce him. He once pretended to be lost so he wouldn't have to share his Food and Wine Canadian filet mignon with his wife. I know exactly what you mean there. He considers the Skyliner one of his favorite rides in all of Disney World. That's awesome. He detoured a whole trip through Paris, but just to see Disneyland Paris. He was the first of the famous Kessler brothers to meet me in person. Please give a warm Geekin' family welcome to Jeff Kessler. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Kurt. Hey, geeks.
So glad to have you on the show. Thanks for reaching out.
Of course, I figured since nobody's been in the parks in a couple weeks, you might be running low. So it sounds like you aren't, but I'm glad to finally get to do a trip report. I
know another Kessler. Are you related, possibly?
Who, Steve Kessler?
Yeah, I think that's his name.
Yep.
You're the one aren't you Glenn Kessler's brother?
Exactly. Yeah, that is me. I'm his 18-month younger brother. So.
Oh, that's why.
I've been with him my entire life. So yep, he's always been there.
Well, he's been with the podcasting's entire life. He's one of our what I'd call our Fab Five, one of the Fab Five, early on. So where you been all my life?
Yeah, it was sort of his thing for the longest time, and I've always been a Disney geek, but I never listened to podcasts in general, let alone yours. And then about 2 years ago, right before I had a big family trip where my wife's family was going, there was going to be 11 of us, and I was like, maybe I could use some extra tips outside of, obviously, Glenn gives tons of tips all the time.
Yes.
His Disney persona on your podcast, that's actually him. He wants to talk about Disney all the time. I'm dialed back a little bit. I love Disney. I sing songs to my kids, and I watch all the movies and quote them. I don't live and die at the same way he does.
So he's not putting on an act, right?
No, that is he loves Disney World and everything about Disney, behind the scenes, everything like that. And I'm more of I like the magic. I like the movies. I leave it at that and love, obviously, Disney World and going down there. In fact, my wife used to work there, so I married Disney as well.
That's right. Well, so does he hold it against you that you were the first Kessler to meet me in person?
I think it might be a little bit of a thing. He always gives me a hard time because we were staying together for G3.
Yeah.
We had kind of said we were going to take it easy that day. And when push came to shove and he's like, oh, let's go back to the room, I was with Rob and his wife, Katie,
right.
And we were drinking and hanging out and having a good time. And we were going over to Epcot to meet you. And I was like, I'm good. I don't need to go take a nap. I might not wake up again. So we just headed over and there you were.
That's right. He wasn't feeling that great. You guys got him sick on the Millennium Falcon, if I remember.
Yeah, it was. We went for that whole weekend, and it was dawn till dusk, and just rope dropping, staying until it closed, and that kind of wore on him after the first day of long stuff. But we all soldiered through. We took our naps at different points during the trip.
I so much had fun hanging out with you and all you guys. It was some bonds made there for sure that we've kept going. We've got a little messenger group, Jeff and I and Glenn and Kevin, Rob, and
Brian Wall.
Yeah, is in there too, I think. We chatting all the time. So this is so cool to get you. Now you're going to be a super geek for official.
I know. Now I finally I'm going to have a trip report. So yay. I only have some intros normally with Glenn. So now I get my own trip report.
Well, let's talk about your little intro there. I love this. The Canadian filet mignon. I'm with you. Like, I don't share. I don't share meals. I'll buy my wife her own. I'm okay. But what's this funny story?
So what it was is we were at Food and Wine. It was about maybe two or 3 years ago, and it was my wife and I, and then my cousin and her husband. No kids. It was just an adults primarily to go to Food and Wine.
All right.
And one of our first days there, the first thing we do is we turn to the right, and head counterclockwise around, and the Canadian booth, is right there on the right.
Yeah, well, that's probably the only time I want to go right when I hit the World Showcase.
Yeah, you usually go left right to Mexico.
Exactly, but that filet mignon in Canada is outstanding. Yes.
Yeah, that was my first exposure to it. I had never seen it before, and so when we got there, I was like, ooh, I want to go get that filet.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, across the way was New Zealand, I think, and they had like a wine slushy.
Ooh, wow. That's nice.
Yeah, so she and my cousin, they both went off that way. I think my cousin's husband went with them, so it was just me standing in line to get the filet, and the intention was to meet back up and split the filet. So I get it.
Yep.
And you've seen it. It looks delicious.
I think it was Glenn who told me about that one.
Actually, Glenn takes credit for it, but was my tip to him that he then passed
Oh,
over to you.
that son
the
of a
record
gun.
is being set straight right now.
Oh, thank you so much. I will be talking to him in a very stern way.
Yep. So I'm there and I'm looking around. I actually, at first, don't see them because the crowd is so big.
Right.
So I start eating the filet, and it's delicious. You
Right.
know, you've had
Yes.
it since. So I get through half of it, and I look around, and then I actually do see them. And you know, you got that devil's on my right shoulder. And he's like, this filet is really good. You know, you might want to just stay over here and finish this.
It's not going to make it back to the party.
Exactly. And then the angel's on my left shoulder, and he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's good. Just go ahead and do it. So I ate the rest of the filet.
Nice.
And then made my way over, and she's like, where's the filet? I was like, I couldn't find you guys. I ate the whole thing. And so,
oh my gosh. You could have blamed
delicious.
it. Could have blamed it maybe on a bird or something.
So it ended up, we went back and I got two
Okay.
more because
Oh,
I
right.
wasn't going to share a second time either. So
Nice.
I ended up eating two there, and then she had one whole
Wow,
one.
that's like a full meal, right?
Oh yeah, that was my tip. If you eat three, it's like a whole
My
filet,
gosh.
and it was only $24. You know, it's cheaper than going inside to Le Cellier.
Nice play. I'm not holding it against you. I totally understand. That is a little bit of willpower for sure to make it.
Yeah, she still holds it against me to this day. It's always a funny story between us whenever we pass it, and we've gone to Food and Wine every year since. So I get it every time.
Sounds like my wife. She holds those things against me.
Yep.
Well, the Skyliner, you're loving that, right?
The G3, when we went there, we stayed at Pop, same as you.
Yeah.
And oh my goodness, it's a game changer. I loved how convenient it is to get to Hollywood Studios and Epcot, and it's just so much nicer than the bus. It wasn't very crowded at both times I've been there, G3 and then this past trip in January, that most of the time you get to go, you know, by yourself or, you know, within your group. You don't even have to share it with other people. So
Right.
it's almost like going on a ride, and my kids absolutely loved it. They were scared at first, and when it first takes off, but then once you're in there and you feel so secure inside, they just loved it, and it was like a ride. So we had this game that we would play, and we were listing off our top 5 favorite rides at Disney World during the trip. And when I started listing it off, I was like, you know what? I really like the Skyliner. I put it number 3. Soarin' was still number 1, and Flight of Passage is my number 2. But
All right.
I put it number 3. It's so peaceful, and it's just, I love it.
You're selling it, brother. I got it, man. It's good. I agree. And we did have an incident with this, you know, Judy's got a scooter, and we were getting on, I think at the Epcot, coming back to the resorts, and some guy, the cast member says to some guy right behind us, "Are you with them?" He goes, "Yes." It's like Margarita turns around to him. No, he's not. Because you could barely fit when you got the scooter in there, you know, with 4 of us, we could hardly get everybody in. She was complaining. I was like on top of her last time, and then this guy tried to get in. Like, no,
you guys look like fun people. I'm sure you to take
we usually are.
with you and chat. Yeah.
We usually are, Jeff. We're actually quite pleasant, I'm sure, but not that time. Oh no, it's beautiful. Yeah, the efficiency is just outstanding. Coming out of Epcot for the fireworks really blew me away. As a matter of fact, I was recording. I was talking with Kevin Curtis Allen, and I pushed the start button, and we were in line. This was after the close of Epcot, just waiting, and I'm not really, because we're chatting and like that. But I look at my recorder. It was only a 10-minute wait to get on, and then, you know, it's regular whatever it takes to get back to your resort. So. Very nice. Very cool.
Yeah, that line is intimidating. We were in it as well after, and it does move really
that's
fast,
the thing.
even though you're all the way out.
Exactly. It just loads, quick loading. So very cool. So what trip are we going to talk about that you went on?
So this was the one where it was my wife and I and our 2 children. We have a 7-year-old son and a 4-year-old daughter. So we all went back in January, and we're in between when you were there. In fact, this was end of January. I think it was the 23rd through the 28th. So 5 nights.
I know we had a good meetup there at the Hollywood Studios ABC commissary. You guys caught up with us. We saw you. Where else?
I met with you for
right.
we did the rope drop to get Rise of Resistance on the
That's right.
Sunday morning.
And Glenn was there. Your family was there too, right?
Yeah, all of us were.
That was fun.
We just did the rope drop. We got the boarding group, and then all of us, including you, we all went on Toy Story Mania. I think you and I actually were in the same car.
Oh, okay, right.
For the
there
Toy
you
Story.
go.
It was early, so but starting our day off with the Toy Story Mania. Then my wife said we needed to go back to the room and take a nap.
There you go.
And so then we left. That's why we didn't get to hang out too much that day. Nobody napped other than me. I can fall asleep.
That was the same day Glenn was there, and that was the Sunday, right? And he was doing that was the day that I helped him get on the Rise of Resistance, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So
it's all coming back to me.
The two of you stayed there, and then you did the greatest of all Disney giveaways. You let him have your Rise of the Resistance boarding group assignment because that's still an amazing story. You know, even if he wasn't my brother, just hearing that story, it's just really amazing that you were willing to do that, knowing that we were all up at 5 a.m. dealing with that cattle crowd going into to get it, and then to let him do that so that he wouldn't miss out. That was really, really nice of you, Kurt.
Well, thank you. I mean, it wasn't that. I mean, I was going to be there the rest of the week. He was there for the day, and I pulled when we were waiting all together, waiting to press that button. I got the first one, number 18, and then
you lucked out.
Yeah. I was hoping we were all going to get together. That was the plan. I also had a lunch reservation at Animal Kingdom at Tusker House that for 12:30. So I knew I needed to get out of there by probably 11:30. Yeah. So I don't know if everyone's already heard this story. I go on. So 18's like right away, pretty much, except for maybe one other boarding group. But I got kicked out. The ride closed up on me while I was in there. So I had that experience. But when you come out, they give you a fast pass. And anyways, when Glenn and I were just about to leave, they reopened it up, and we did this little switcheroo, which was a whole story. I think Glenn and I have told that story, so I'm not going to go in. But yeah, he was able to get in. Then I was so happy he was able to go again with you and your family.
Yep, it was a dicey exchange because he had to get to the airport, but yep, he did get to go on it that second time.
All right, but we're not here to talk about him. We're focusing on the young Jeff Kessler. Let's talk about the resort. Which resort did you stay at?
We stayed at Art of Animation. This was our first time staying there, and the reason was the Skyliner. That was
big selling point. Yeah,
big selling point. After we had stayed at Pop, or I had stayed at Pop back in October, I was like, "We're going again, whole family, and
nice.
we're staying at one where we can use the Skyliner."
Beautiful, and splits it right in the middle of both resorts, right? So perfect. What'd you think of the Art of Animation?
The theming is really great for kids.
Absolutely.
It's got Little Mermaid, Lion King, Nemo, and Cars, and they've got big statues of those things all around.
Right.
And we actually had deliberately booked just a normal room in the Little Mermaid section online because my daughter just absolutely loves Ariel. She sings Part of Your World all the time, and she has really kinky curly hair, so we say it's mermaid hair, and it's just kind of crazy like that. So
red hair too, right?
No, my son has the red hair.
Oh, he's got the red hair.
She's got brown. So we've got very exciting hair. We got the red for my boy, and then we've got just the curliest of curls. Yeah,
the red hair runs in the family.
Exactly. Yeah, Glenn didn't get any redheads. I got the redhead, but
cute.
Runs the family. But so we had booked the mermaid room, and we get there. We go right to the park right when we land. In fact, the Magical Express stopped at Riviera first before it stopped at Art of Animation.
Okay.
And so I said, get off the bus. And we all jumped off. So we got to see Riviera, but only the outside on our way to the Riviera bus so that we could, as fast as possible, get to Magic Kingdom. So if nobody's ever done that trick.
So you took the bus to Magic Kingdom from there.
Exactly.
Instead of checking in. Yeah.
So we weren't checking in. It was all going to be remote, and there
Right.
was no reason for us to go wait to the second stop or third stop. I didn't know if Pop was going to be second or
Okay,
Art of Animation
yeah.
was going to be second. So we just got off at the first stop, which was Riviera, got on the Riviera bus to the Magic Kingdom, and that saved us, a good bit of time.
Good trick.
Yep. So we didn't get to our room until after they had notified us that we had it.
Right.
And when I got the text, and it said, "You're in Cars room, blah blah blah," or whatever.
Right.
And so we get back there, and sure enough, we're not in the Mermaid room. We're in a Cars room. We walk into the building, and there's one of the elevators is closed. It's under renovation. We go up the elevator to our room. We walk in, and the first thing that hits us is just this overpowering paint smell.
Oh,
And so that room had been renovated quite possibly that day or maybe the day before.
wow.
But wow, we were surprised because we had just gotten a regular room, and here we walk into a 1-bedroom suite. And so it was like, this is amazing, but it smells really bad. So it was like, what do we do? And so
Oh, no.
the kids are loving it. We're loving this Murphy bed that looks like, Mater's garage. There's 2 bathrooms, a kitchenette. So absolutely beautiful. We ended up calling to see if we could switch to a different room that didn't smell, but they were actually renovating several buildings. So we ended up staying there. They sprayed a deodorizer, so it just smelled like paint and deodorizer. It didn't really help, but I think we got used to it after a couple of days.
Yeah, what do you call that when you get used to your stink in your house? There's a there's a name
exactly. When you leave for a little while and you come back to your house, and you're like, does our house always smell this way?
Well, I got dogs, Anyone else
Yeah.
comes into my house, I'm sure. No.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, I know. So it's kind of strange that they would rent it out when it's still got the wet paint smell.
Yeah, well, they were completely booked, and they finished the construction signs, and that elevator being closed ended that day. So
Wow.
that's why I say they might have done it that day or the day before. And then I think the smell probably did start to dissipate because they weren't there working anymore.
Okay.
So
Good. By the end
we
of the
loved
week,
the room, other than the smell, we loved the room. It was amazing. I definitely would recommend it for anyone with kids and wanting to have a little bit of privacy.
all right. So, yep, you got a little upgrade. Besides, did the smell go away by the 5th day?
Exactly. By the 5th day, as we're leaving, we're like,
Smoke cigars in there or something?
exactly. But the kitchenette was also just an important part because getting up and getting ready, the kids are kind of slow, so we're not really breakfast people. So having the kitchenette, we were able to get food delivered, and I actually went to the Geek site to get advice on how to do that. We usually will rent cars because my wife, since she used to work at Disney, has a lot of friends local. So we usually will drive out to their houses, meet them, and it's not just a Disney trip; it's a see everybody because 4 of them still work for Disney, and we see them when we go down there.
Right.
This time we didn't rent a car. Now that you have to pay for the parking, so
Okay, yeah.
So I went to the Geek site, and several people recommended using Instacart.
Yeah. And when you say Geek Insight, I think you're talking about our private Facebook group.
Yes, sorry. Yep. The Geek
Just
Facebook.
promoting that a little bit because you get lots of great information from folks for sure.
Oh, yeah. Daily, there's something new you'll learn or see on the Facebook page. I try to stay active on there, and it's just a fun place to go.
Yeah, fun, safe, and very informative for sure. People are awesome. I had someone messaging me today, but just the last few days, some of the amazing things. People sending other geeks stuff in the mail. People thanking us for motivating them for fitness. I mean, it's just like one thing after another. But yeah, lots of great information too. Great people. Perfect. Instacart was what you used, right?
Yep, we used Instacart. Little tip for anyone who does try to use it. They will deliver your groceries to the bag check people. So you don't actually have to be there. They'll just leave it at the bag check. And apparently they have refrigerators back where they store the baggage.
Yeah.
You can get it. The only trick is they will not deliver alcohol.
Okay.
And they won't pick it up, which we found out the hard way, where we ordered a 6-pack of beer just to have that around.
Yeah.
And I get a call while we're in the Magic Kingdom saying you need to be here to sign this. So we weren't there, obviously, and
no
we
beer.
couldn't end up getting it. No beer, but
sad. That's a sad story, Jeff.
It was a sad ending. The honest truth is, most nights when we got back to the room, I was so tired. If I had drank a beer, I wouldn't have finished it. I would have passed out before. So
I totally agree with you. And I can remember I bought a beer for breakfast, thinking I'll have it. And it ends up sitting in the room for I got to force it down. Some night.
Exactly. Yep.
I say bought a beer for breakfast. That's because it came with the meal plan. I had, you know what I'm saying?
I wasn't going to judge you. I'll just let that one sit there. Yeah.
Yeah. I described this recently on the podcast, but it's like, I've already got my drink mug. I might as well get my free beer and have it in the room later.
That's a smart call. You're getting it. You might as well.
I'm paying for it, right?
To use. Exactly.
Might as well get it, no matter if it's breakfast. I didn't drink. I said to the lady, I'm not going to drink this for breakfast. I swear to you. I got coffee in my hand. I'm saving this for later. She's like, I'm good.
That was
nice.
My trick with Ohana, which I guess when we get to food, I'll bring that one back up.
Oh, we're getting to food.
That's why I listen to the podcast. It seems. Yeah.
You got 5 pages of food here. We're gonna talk about food.
Way too much for you. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well, in January, did you go to the pools? Don't the kids love the pools?
The kids do love the pools, and we normally go in the end of January or early February, and we end up having to pick or choose a day here or there where it maybe is nice enough.
Yeah.
This trip, it wasn't ever
it was
nice
cold
enough.
It was cold the whole time, wasn't it, Jeff?
It was cold. Most days we were wearing sweatshirts to start the day. Maybe we would be able to wear a t-shirt. I'm of the mindset of, I'm in Florida, I'm wearing shorts, and to heck with the weather. And even I had to wear long pants a couple of days. It was so cold.
For true. That is the truth. You never know in the winter time what you're going to get.
Yep, exactly. So we saw the pools. One was under construction, so we wouldn't have been able to use that anyways. The other ones looked nice. Fortunately, no exposure to actually give a feedback. We've stayed at Beach Club before.
Oh, yeah.
And my daughter was too young at the time, loved the slide there. So I feel like any other pool will pale in comparison after he's seen that one.
I don't know. Little kids, would they notice? I don't know. It's pretty, like you said, that resort is pretty nice.
Yeah.
I think if you're going with a young family, definitely there's no need to go way overboard and do beach clubs and Polynesians and stuff yet. Save that for when they get a little older.
Kids love any pool. You're right. It's true. You put them in just a rectangular pool and let them splash around. They're happy. It doesn't need to have
stay in there.
Anything.
Yeah, they'll never want to get out. So did you try the food court? I think that's one of the really nice food courts of all the Disney properties.
Yep. Yeah, we went there. That was sort of our late night grab. There was a couple of days where we just didn't have a food reservation, couldn't really find what we wanted to do. So, we get back to the resort around 8 to 9 o'clock and would just head over there and grab something quick for dinner. Food, it's your typical, at least what we got, it's your typical fast food, burgers, chicken tenders, that sort of thing.
They got something over there that's unique. It's it's like a crab cake on crab cake or something. There's a really good, someone's like killing me because I can't think of the name of it, but there's a really unique kind of sandwich there that's really good.
Oh, William didn't either. We weren't adventurous enough, or somehow missed it on the late night, just the haze of walking.
Yeah, well, that's probably true too.
We did find the hidden gem though there.
What's that?
Which is a Nemo cheesecake.
Okay, I love cheesecake.
It's just in the little coolers that you open up, and there's this half circle of cheesecake with like a blue glaze over top of it, and then a chocolate sculpted Nemo color. Obviously not brown, but colored to look like Nemo.
Nice.
And doesn't really look like it would be all that special. It's beautiful looking, but oh my goodness, it was delicious. My son ate so much of it. I think the first time he had ever had cheesecake, and he swore by it. He talks about it still to this day.
Nice.
As his favorite thing.
The cheesecake that changed his life.
Yeah. So anyone that has an opportunity to stay there, I would strongly recommend it. I think I even posted it on the Facebook page one time, and might have been Amy Guy Rhodes posted it, that she got it as well and loved it. Forgive me if it was someone else and I'm missing the name. But
that was a good guess.
Got it as well.
That sounds like a definite one of the super geeks that would definitely love that for sure. Yeah, I love cheesecake. Love that. Good tip. All right, let's keep going. Let's get hardcore on the food, Jeff.
All right.
Let's hit it. What were some of your favorites from this trip?
Favorites is probably the best way to start. We try to do a lot of different things. Favorites, going right to your wheelhouse. Ohana. Ohana was.
I'm not lying, huh?
No.
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
I will say, as a whole, Ohana, amazing. And,
all right.
And this is where we may battle a little bit here, because the atmosphere is absolutely amazing. When they bring you that first bowl with the dumplings and the noodles.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so good. I could eat, and I probably did put down about a dozen or more of those dumplings myself. Yeah. Those pot stickers are so good.
I embarrassed my family with those. Yeah.
I unbuttoned the top button of my pants just so there's extra room.
Exactly. I think Judy helped me, though, be honest.
And so that is amazing. They lead you off with that. And then the ending, the pineapple bread pudding.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing in all of Disney World.
Whoa. You're not unique in that. It's funny. There's a lot of bread pudding in Disney World too, but that was one that's famous.
Yeah, that one is it's so good. You're so full, but it's so good. You have to eat it.
You got the meat sweats, and here comes the bread pudding.
Exactly. And so you've got these amazing beginning and end. Then this is where maybe I'll pull back the reins a little bit on Ohana. The middle part, where they bring you out the skewers of meat and chicken and the shrimp.
Yeah.
I feel it's kind of hit or miss with what you get and how good it is.
All right.
That would be my only complaint, and it's negligible because it's good food and I eat the heck out of it. But would be some of the chicken you get might be a little dry. Cause I'll be honest. I had the steak dry one time.
Yep. But I've had it. You know what makes up to it too? I like the dipping sauces.
Yes, the dipping sauces help because I think they realize, okay, it might be a little dry because it can't be perfect. They're on a sword and it's they're walking around to the table, so you're not necessarily going to get a perfect fillet.
Yeah, right. It's not like you're going to Flying Fish.
Yeah. So my bar had been lifted so high with Ohana, with all that everyone talks about, and that undershot, but it still is amazing, and it's probably my favorite restaurant in all of Disney World. So I won't give it 100%, but I'll give it the 98. So,
all right, boy, you're a real critic.
Yeah, exactly. That is where it is. But,
I've never had to mess up the shrimp, though. I gotta be honest. That's I don't know. I guess you could dry the shrimp out too, but
yeah, the shrimp. No,
they're huge.
That normally isn't. You got to peel them, so that makes a messier bit to it. And with the kids don't like to peel, so I end up being the peeling guy. You got to.
Well, they give you 25 of them too.
Oh yeah, and the waitress was really cool. This is what I was referencing before. Is the waitress, when we were close to done, she goes, "You sure you don't want any more of those pot stickers that you really like?" And I was like, "I don't know." And she goes, "Are you sure? Because they're to go if you don't finish them." And I read between the lines, and so she brought out a whole new serving, to replenish. And
I feel so guilty when they do that.
I felt guilty, but then I took it back to the room, and I had pot stickers for two more nights at the room, just throwing them in the microwave. So that was a nice little tip.
You know what? And I've never trashed Ohana on a podcast like you have.
Yeah. So I got to make up for it and sing their praises of their.
That's right. Don't be so tough on them. They're giving you doggy bag to take home. I never had that.
Yeah, it was great. Anyone that has never been there before, definitely give it a try. That's just to even be in the Polynesian Resort is an amazing place to be as well.
Be ready to strap on the feed bag.
Exactly.
Perfect. All right, you're starting off good.
Starting off good. Another one that was really good, first time for us, Via Napoli.
Okay.
I think and that's the one in Italy.
Yes, it is.
All the way in the back there, kind of hidden. They read about it online, said it had pizza, so I figured the kids will love this, and they did.
Good.
It's just a great escape. When I wrote out all my notes to you, I kind of even said as a bit of advice, there's just something about having a sit down meal with a waiter in the middle of the day. We went there for lunch in the middle of the day to just stop and smell the roses, talk with your family, no princess coming to the table or something to throw you off, or a buffet where everybody's up and down. It was just a really nice meal for the whole family. Everybody loved the pizza, which is really good, and just got to sit there and enjoy it. Really, really good atmosphere there.
I'm a big fan. I love pizza anyway.
Yep. And we got the charcuterie, I guess you could call it, the antipasto as well, which was really good.
Nice play. That sounds really good. Yeah. Those two things go. I love those two things, charcuterie and antipasto. Yeah, that's awesome. Good job.
Figured you're big on the charcuterie, so I figured I'd bring that up.
Yeah, antipasta too, salad. Although, I don't know, with all that pizza, I go in pretty big on the pizza too. I don't know if I got enough room to fit all that in there, but that's...
They bring that first, so if suffer, it's going to be the pizza.
You know what I'm really amazed of, Jeff, is all of the real wood-fired cooking that goes on at Disney World. I'm a big fan of cooking outdoors and doing my grilling, and I see that, and boy, what a lot of extra effort to bring in wood and keep a wood fire going to do your pizza. Or you'll see it in a lot of places. We just talked about Ohana that does real wood, and there's even in a place like Sunshine Seasons and over where Soren is, they got a wood fire thing going on. So it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, they really spare no expense. They want to make sure it's authentic. It's all good quality.
The only thing I've always had at Via Napa, it's kind of a joke with Lindsay and I, Lindsay and I have been there quite a bit, and there's always something wrong with our waiter, and not like in like a bad waiter, but for example, we were there, her and I, during college program, and the guy comes over, and it seemed like he was a little off. And he says, "I'm sorry, I had to fill in because I'm usually the dishwasher." And we just said, "Oh, this is typical. This is like there's always something just off with the wait staff we've had at Via Napoli." But
Did you ask him if the chef was still the chef?
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on over there. It's always a little crazy, but I've always liked the food.
Yeah, it was a good find. I think we're going to add that to kind of our going back style, because the kids love the food, and I love kids
for pizza. The big sheet cheese pizza. How can you go wrong? Thin crust, nice.
Yep,
wow, you skipped down to the middle. You really threw me off there on that one, but go ahead. I don't know what order. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what order you're going in, but
I went with my two favorites. I had listed it out for you on my novel there, chronologically.
You're using your pictures. You're using your pictures to figure it out. Yeah,
exactly. I can just kind of touch on the other ones that we went to that were, just to kind of highlight some things. First day there, we went to lunch we were at Magic Kingdom, so we went into Cosmic Rays.
How's Cosmic Rays doing?
It's doing good. The kids obviously wanted to sit in the room where the piano player was.
There you go.
We got a good seat there. So my 4-year-old daughter was just mesmerized and couldn't stop watching him. And then my son, he's a little more analytical. He was trying to figure out where the sound was coming from. And he's like, how do we hear it? And so it was good. Your standard food. The kids and my wife just split chicken tenders. We did remote order. We did the mobile order, which is the way to go. If you haven't tried it yet, definitely do that. It's so much better than waiting in line.
Absolutely,
do that. I saw on the mobile order the foot-long hot dog with mac and cheese and bacon bits.
And what did you have for dinner that night, Jeff?
That was the Ohana dinner night. So
apparently you've not been trained properly. Although
no,
maybe I'm at fault for throwing all this food stuff at you, and you figure you get it all done in one day.
Yep. I remember I even took a picture of it and sent it to all the geeks that were at Disney World at that time, including you were on that list. I sent a picture and everyone was like, ooh, that looks delicious. I was like, I didn't realize how I should know what a foot is, obviously, but
well, it's also big. It's like it's
thick too.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know where you can get a hot dog that large anywhere. I tried to buy it. You can't get them at home anywhere I've gone to. So
no,
it's good too, right?
It's really good flavor. Like the hot dog itself is amazing.
It's
the mac and cheese on top was just
quality hot dog.
Yep. So that was way too much food. I ended up, my wife had a couple bites of it as well, and we ended up having to throw some of it away. But I'm glad I at least.
Oh, really? Someone was on the show. They said they got that. This was just recently. I think it was Nick and Carlin that were saying they were down. There were 30 people. Someone ordered it, and they were all making fun of this guy because he ate it for like 3 days back at the room.
Oh my goodness!
I was like, man, no,
it could last for 3 days. You could serve a whole family on. I don't know what I was thinking when I got it. You could definitely serve a whole family.
It's like when you go over to Casey's. Oh, we're gonna pop in here and get a hot dog. You know, you're thinking of this like ballpark Frank, this little, you know, like you get at the ball game, and it's just like about 10 times.
It's a baseball bat. It's just like that is thing. Way too much food to be eating. Yeah.
I was really mad at Cosmic Rays because, they opened up the hot dog there, but then Casey's they shut it down. They weren't, and Disney does this all the time. They'll do these little stunts on you, and you're like, what is going on? Why did the hot dog move to Cosmic Rays? It's supposed to be over Casey's, but they brought it back.
They did that to me, and in fact, that was my.
Was that the same weekend?
6 on here. Number 6 on here is, like I said, I've been going to Disney World. Like we try to go almost every year for a while, and over at Friar's Nook, they used to have different mac and cheeses with different toppings on it.
Yeah.
And my staple favorite thing to eat was a mac and cheese with brisket on top.
Ooh, yes.
And it was so good. One of my favorites. And then a year and a half ago, I go to Friar's Nook, and it's tater tots.
Right.
No more mac and cheese. They're good. I'm not going to lie. I like the tater tots too. But I lost my mac and cheese with brisket.
I know. Sad.
Until January.
They brought it back?
It's over in Animal Kingdom.
It popped up somewhere else.
Exactly. That's exactly what you're saying.
Like whack-a-mole.
It's like across from where Flame Tree is heading in the direction like you're going to the outpost where you can meet Mickey.
All right.
It's just a cart on the left had it. And so.
Oh, wow. Nice find.
Yep. Found it, ate it. It was as good as I remembered. And there's a great little seating area there.
Why do they do that?
Places to eat.
I don't know why they do stuff like that. Just to keep us, I don't know, keep the talking going, I guess.
Get you to go to different places. I guess they were like, "There's too many people here at Friar's Nook. We need something that's going to not attract as many people."
Well, you know, this will bring Jeff. This will bring Jeff to our cart.
Exactly. Got to put it in neon so I don't miss it next time.
Beautiful. Keep going. Let's keep talking food.
So
you got some good ones.
Another one that was sort of a ho-hum. Disney, if they track where I eat, is probably going to think that I love. I'm sure they do. They probably think I love this place, Marrakesh in Morocco.
Oh, okay.
We tend to end up going there way too often, and it's usually because, as I mentioned, my wife has a lot of friends that live there, and since they're cast members, they can pop in and meet us at the parks without any issue. And so a lot of times they'll meet us and they'll say, "Hey, why don't we go do dinner?" Right. Well, as all geeks know, you need to make your reservations well in advance.
Oh, so this is one that's got open reservations.
If you've got a group of 9 and you want a reservation in an hour, guess what's available for you?
Yeah. Well, you know what? This is one I've always wanted to try. I don't know where I've heard that people have liked it. So you're telling me it's not so great, so I'm not feeling as bad that I've never gone.
It's not bad. It's not good. It's just sort of there. And then there's a belly dancer that comes out every 15 to 20 minutes, and it's a little bit awkward for kids. I don't know. my wife's friend, she had a 11 or 12-year-old daughter, and she wanted to go up there and dance. And then her friend was like, "Yeah, I don't know if we really want you to go up there. It's good, wholesome fun, but at the same token, it's
that's funny. They had they don't always, the music entertainment out front. I always like the music. Every time they've had musicians there, I've usually really enjoyed it. And they had the belly dancer, and awkward is probably the word.
Yeah. It's like you're mesmerized by it. Like you end up staring because it's so beautiful to watch, but at the same time you're staring, and that's your wife's looking at you like, why are you staring?
Well, not only my wife, but Deirdre, our one of our geeking friends, she was with us. She was making fun of me too. So yeah, it was embarrassing. But let me tell you, Jeff, this one was really good.
Yep, it's
what can I say?
It's quite an art form for sure. But
remember that show, I Love Jeannie?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So if anyone's in a pinch and needs to find a place to eat last minute, Marrakesh will be there for you. And,
I like the Tangerine Cafe. That's actually one of my favorites. I like the wraps, so the quick service there.
That's the quick service one, or is that the one that's right on the water?
That's the quick service one.
The quick service.
Yeah.
Yep.
Spice Road Table's the one on the water.
That's right.
Which many geeks have told me. I bet you could get in there too, because I've been wanting to do that. But
we've done that one before. I remember doing that with my son maybe about 2 or 3 years ago, and they were really accommodating because I don't remember if they had like kids mealy stuff on their actual menu, but we said something along the lines of, "Do you have chicken tenders?" And they're like, "Yeah, no problem. We'll get you chicken tenders." And I still vaguely remember, it was a couple years ago, so forgive me, but I feel like they were very accommodating, and it wasn't very crowded when we went that time.
No,
so
that's
good experience.
Very true. Bon Voyage breakfast.
Yes. So that was one of our highlight things was, since I mentioned we take our kids to Disney a good bit, just going to Disney World, this sounds really snobby. I feel bad saying that, but going to Disney World maybe wasn't like as exciting. So this was supposed to be a Christmas present for them. So what we did is for Christmas, we gave them one special thing at Disney World to look forward to. And this splurge was to take my daughter, who I said loves Ariel, to do the Bon Voyage breakfast, to be able to meet Ariel. And we did that for one of the brunches, which ended up being more like a lunch. We timed it up to make it more like a lunch.
Nice. So how was it?
It was good. My daughter loves Ariel, as I mentioned, and she also loves Rapunzel. Yeah. She, however, does not like boys. Once we told her that she was going to meet Prince Eric and Flynn Rider, she absolutely flipped out and almost was saying she didn't even want to go. She was so excited for a month because she was going to meet Ariel and Rapunzel. Yeah. We didn't let her know. And then once she found out, she was crying and saying, "I don't want to go."
Oh, my gosh.
And someone, I think it might have been Glenn actually, was the one who was like, "Why don't you make a sign that says no boys allowed? And you just put it on your table and then they'll see it and they'll stay away." And so we did. She actually made a sign that said no boys allowed. And we put it on the table. The waitress laughed when she saw it. And
I'm laughing because I met your daughter. I'm just picturing this. She's kind of shy, I remember.
Yeah,
right?
She's shy and she's a bit of a firecracker too. So when things
what a
don't
combination!
Go her way, she gets pretty fired up, and so she did not want them there. They obviously come to the table before they see a sign that says "No boys allowed." And Andy was there, my son, and he was like, "Well, I'll meet him." And my daughter was underneath the table. She just went right underneath the table and hid under the table while they were there. We got no pictures with the princes. She wanted no part of that.
Did she enjoy the Ariel?
She loved once Ariel came.
So she's like totally hot and cold, like all in for the princesses, but like that is hysterical.
Oh, she was like
she's 4 years old.
She was in awe too because the whole time she's just staring over at Rapunzel and Ariel when they're out there, like waiting. She was starstruck. It was the cutest thing.
Oh my gosh! Did you get her dressed up too?
Yes. She was wearing her Rapunzel dress that day. She actually doesn't have a an Ariel dress.
I think
per
I
se.
saw
She
her
has
that
Ariel,
day.
She has Ariel pajamas, but she doesn't have a dress, so she was in her Rapunzel dress.
Nice.
And she was just starstruck. This is the first time she's sort of been old enough. She's 4.
Yeah.
She was 4 at the time,
Right.
so that she was. All of our other trips, she was too young. So this time it was
Right.
really cool to see her interacting with
Well,
them.
she is so cute. I can attest. Very cool.
Yeah.
I love that story.
She's a good one. And Melody is her name. And so for Disney geeks, they'll know that that's Ariel's daughter's name. And that's not a coincidence.
Wow.
Yep. Our son, Andy from Toy Story, and our daughter, Melody from The Little Mermaid, and also Minnie's niece. That's actually where I came up with the name. And then we just found out later it was Melody's.
And I thought your brother was a geek.
Told you, he's out there with it, but we still love Disney here and talk about it all the time.
He's out there with it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
But the food at Bon Voyage Breakfast, by the way.
Oh, you ate there too?
Yeah, we did. Well, we're not just there for the princesses. They want you to pay a good bit, so you might as well eat. So I had the King Triton's Shipwreck al Forno is what it was called.
Wow.
But it was a calzone with breakfast stuff inside it.
Interesting. I love calzones.
It looked good.
Yeah.
The inside tasted good. The crust was a little bit chewy, though.
All right. A miss.
And, yeah. So, okay there. But a really cool thing, I did put it in the report there, was my daughter's pancakes. They have like flounder, like a flounder, the fish picture, and they sprinkle powdered sugar through it. So you end up with a powdered sugar picture of flounder on the pancakes, which is almost too pretty to eat. It was really, really cool.
Very nice. Wow, Jeff, how are we doing? I see Rainforest Cafe.
Yep. So
that's one I don't hear much about.
Yeah. So, and this was not by plan per se. We had a fast pass for Flight of Passage late. That was the best we could do, even, being ready on the day for getting fast passes. We ended up with a late one. So we kind of had to kill some time in Animal Kingdom, didn't really know what we were doing. So we just walked up to Rainforest Cafe and we're like, how long's the wait? And it was only 20 minutes and you knew how crowded it was there. So that was just a godsend for us. So we were like, okay, sure. So sure enough, 20 minutes later we were sitting and, we set the bar very low. We've been to Rainforest Cafes or T-Rex, they're all sort of that same thing before. Sure. It's a chain, nothing like that. So we set the bar low and it was good. And certainly it's more about the experience and, the fish all around and the gorillas and monkeys all chanting and yelping every 20 minutes or so. Right. So the kids liked it. I wouldn't really rave about it, but again, sort of like Marrakesh, it might be one of those. If you've got nothing else and you want to get a quick meal, go look at that as an option over at Animal Kingdom.
And we did T-Rex down in Disney Springs, and I'd heard it was good. People have said it. Food was good. So
yeah, it's surprising. Like you get the menu,
you think it's for
like 5 or 6 ththings that I was like, ooh, that sounds good. Right, that looks good, and it was like
the T-Rex had an unbelievable menu. It was like it was hard to choose. There was so many good things. Yeah, cool. All right, did we hit the food pretty good?
We hit the food pretty good. I'm trying to see if there was anything. We did some like quick services. One other thing, I know you talk about Ronto roasters all the time, and you've always gotten the sausage or the hot dog, the actual Ronto.
Yeah, I've only tried it once, but I was really excited. Heard a lot of talk about it, and of course, it's Star Wars. You want to check it out, and mine was a little. And it was funny. I posted a picture on the private Facebook, where I was like, I don't know. I was told everybody I wasn't that impressed because mine didn't have a lot of stuff in it. How did you make out?
I didn't get that. I ended up getting the chicken one.
Oh, okay.
At Ronto Roasters, and that is actually pretty good.
All right.
I had gotten it at G3, and I remembered it being pretty good. Got it again this time, and just as good. It's like a Mediterranean wrap.
I like
chicken.
That. Yeah, I like that. Good sauce.
Good sauce, a little bit spicy. So if you're not into spicy things, I would stay away from it. But it's a little bit spicy.
All right.
Good, Mediterranean pita style.
I like that. No, I've tried that. Yeah, and I saw other people post other ones that looked better than mine. So
Yeah, so
maybe I
remember with the group we went at G3, someone else got the Ronto wrap, and it was better than maybe what you got.
All right,
so
there you go.
Might have just been a bad experience there.
I'm not judging. Not like you over my Ohana.
I take my food seriously.
I love it. All right. How about snacks? You have some favorite snacks?
Well, obviously, I'm Team Dole Whip.
Oh, boy. How did you get on this podcast? It must be because your brother got you on.
Exactly. I just snuck on. And,
you put in a good word.
Fact, it was one of my first stops when we did the Kessler run at G3 was to go get a Dole Whip. Everybody else was running to rides, and I was like,
no wonder you didn't win.
Exactly. I tanked it myself because I had to get my pineapple soft serve.
Well, you know what happened to me? I got on to the Small World, and my gang, when they asked if we want to go again, never in my whole entire Disney World career have they asked if we want to go again on Small World, except when I'm doing the Kessler run.
Yep. couldn't get your points when you're just riding it without the fast pass.
Yeah, no fat. They're like, yeah, let's go again. I'm like, oh, there goes my score. The podcaster, the podfather is going to come in dead last, which it did.
So we got the Dole Whips. I actually got the one with upside down cake, the pineapple upside down cake.
That's very popular. Yeah.
Oh yeah, really good, and it fills you up for a long time. Unfortunately, but it's so good when you're eating it. So
that wasn't the same day as the Ohana.
No,
hot dog day. Is this?
No.
Sorry, I wonder about you, Jeff.
Too much.
You're starting to.
They rolled me out of Ohana to get me back to the room. Yeah.
Yeah, I need a wheelbarrow to get my belly home. All right.
So that's always a good one. We also always seem to get the ice cream cookie sandwich. I've mentioned it numerous times to you before. The one right there on Main Street.
That was my first love. Was that chocolate chip?
I won't tell Margita. Yeah.
Yes, I love food more than. No, I mean that's an old classic, and it's pretty talking about being stuffed.
Yeah.
And I can't ever remember eating a snack back home and saying, "Oh yeah, I'm stuffed." That is the two biggest chocolate chip cookies you've ever seen. And the biggest hunk of vanilla ice cream in the middle. I mean, that's glorious.
Yeah. You got to say, Disney does charge a lot for their food, but they certainly do give you large portions of things.
It's the value, too, yeah. Yeah, I like that. I'm all about that.
We split that amongst all four of us. And
Everyone gets perfect. A few bites, yeah.
Yeah, everybody got to eat from it, and it was
true.
Good. So,
you got to try. You should try. Have you tried the churro ice cream sandwich or...
No.
Oh, yeah.
See, between the Dole Whip and the ice cream cookie sandwich both being at Magic Kingdom, it makes it tough to justify a third Magic Kingdom. They need
takes many trips.
The churro?
Yeah, the churro ice cream sandwich, Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, okay.
You know the Sleepy Hollow next to the castle?
I've had the waffle chicken sandwich there.
Same place. Yeah, it's a little newer than the chicken sandwich, but
all right.
There's some that. I think that's one of the best snack places in all of Disney World.
I'll have to give that a try. It always seems so congested there, so I get like
you can get hit or miss. I was there one time, and a family the parade was starting, and there was a family blocking the line, laying down like in the line. Like, really, guys? Can you? We're trying to go along the ropes here. They're laying in the way. But anyways, yeah, it can be. Sometimes you can hit it right though.
Good to know. I'll put that on the list.
Don't you worry.
Next time.
Try that one.
And as far as other snacks, you've raved about the egg rolls. I had tried it at G3, so I had to have Danielle give them a try, and she loved both of them. We got one of each, and we were supposed to split it. She ended up, I think, eating most of both of them, and
what were they? Cheeseburger and
the
pepperoni?
Cheeseburger and then the pepperoni.
Yeah, same.
Was there.
Yep.
I've heard legend of a Philly cheesesteak one, but I've never actually seen it. So.
I know. I've kind of seen the same ones myself recently. Yeah, I've heard of a Reuben one too.
Oh,
I would. Yeah, I'd kill for that one.
That's an interesting one. So if somebody sees it more recently, I'd be interested to hear. They might have gone completely the way of the others.
That was the second reason I tanked in my Kessler run. I stopped for.
I met you over there.
Right?
There was like four of us.
Glenn was there.
Yeah, it was me, Glenn, and I feel like was it Stacy?
A couple other people. Well? Yeah, Stacy came by.
Yeah,
it was funny.
It's like we should be riding rides instead we're standing in line for egg rolls. Oh well.
He was probably sabotaging me. I know his ways.
Exactly. He didn't want you winning.
He didn't want me winning. He didn't want me to win. All right, good stuff. Yeah. Drinks. You have some favorite drinks?
The Night Blossom in Pandora is definitely my favorite drink.
I'm glad to hear that from a lot of people. That is one of mine,
I get
too.
it every time we go there. It's just
Yeah.
it tastes so good, and then at the end, eating the boba balls that they put in there, just the bursts of the flavor.
Oh, yes. What is that with the bubble? I love those things.
Yeah, I think it's like a mango flavor or something, but every bite,
you're right.
You're just like, ooh, that's perfect right there.
You are right. Do you love slushies too?
Oh yeah.
I'm all about those.
It's just a perfect drink, and it's funny when we were there, we got one immediately, like early on, but then we backtracked over there midday. And I got one for me. My wife got, I think she got the tequila one, not the Night Blossom. And then we got the kids the non-alcoholic Night Blossom, and maybe has a different name. And so we're all standing there with our drinks, and my 7-year-old, he's just like, why don't we just sit down and just enjoy these drinks? And you know how there's like the sculptures out into rocks or whatever. And so the four of us just sat there with the kids, split theirs into 2 cups. They gave us a second cup to do. And we all just sat down and just kind of took in Pandora, drinking Night Blossoms. And I was like, dude, you are 7, but that was a great call. We just hung out. It was such a nice moment. And my wife and I still talk about it now after the trip, was just that stopping and everybody just kind of taking it in and just being, rather than being on the go. You're always on the go.
He's right.
You're there. So
listen to
my 7-year-old is
Andy.
sage.
Andy knows.
He just knows exactly. Yep.
That is a great tip, Andy. Just grab yourself a Night Blossom, sit in pan. Was it at nighttime too?
No, this was midday, probably about 2 or 3. I think the son, he was probably tired. He's smart, but he was probably like, look, my legs are beat. This is the first time he's had to walk around the park. Now that he's 7, he didn't have the stroller to push. We only brought the single stroller, so he had to walk. So that was him going back around. But yeah, it was. That's definitely one of our favorite drinks, and now we have a great memory to go along with it.
Oh, that park can take it out of you.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, it seems warmer there. Like you really get the Africa feel when you walk through Africa. It is hot in that area somehow.
It's humid in there. All right, so let's get on to some of the things that you did that was new for the family. What's some of your favorites you guys did that was new for everybody?
So we go a lot, so we've seen a lot, but a few new things we did see were in the land. They got rid of the old show that I think had Timon and Pumbaa, and they brought in a new show. I just looked it up after I wrote my notes. It's called Awesome Planet.
Oh, yes. Yeah, tell everybody about that. I don't think we've talked much about that.
Yeah, it is. The dad from Modern Family is the narrator, and you go sit in a theater and watch this movie. It's almost like Soren the movie, but with the theme of planet conservation and basically just doing your part to help protect the planet. And it's just beautiful scenery, a great message. I get choked up, obviously, when I'm in Disney World, and this thing got me a little choked up. I always say to my wife, "Oh, I got a little dusty in there."
Why? What was it?
It's just, there was just something about the beauty of the scenes, and then just the message of, hey, if we don't start doing our part, this beauty
conservation
may not still be there. And it's just, it's a nice escape because you're sitting and watching a movie in an air conditioned area, and it's absolutely beautiful.
I love when they add these little things and that you're not really expecting. You're like, yeah, I really enjoyed that. I'm so glad they put that in there. I'm glad we stopped. You know which one I almost missed, and some people told me that it wasn't that great, and it's the next bullet on your list. Tell everyone about the Lightning McQueen show.
Yeah, so this was hidden.
Yes, that too.
I didn't even know it was there. I think Glenn was definitely with us at this time, and him and Danielle were like, "Oh yeah, there's this show. Come on around." And so you walk past Rock and Roller Coaster, and around the right side, past like a wall.
Right.
It opens up, and there's a theater that you walk into, and it's Lightning McQueen. And there's other cars outside while you're waiting that you can go get pictures next to. But it's a Lightning McQueen that is alive and talking, in a whole show associated with it. The seats aren't very comfortable. You're just sitting on a bench inside watching it. But my kids, and then one of Danielle's friends was there, and he brought his two kids. All the kids were just enthralled because you've got a life-size Lightning McQueen up there talking and moving around. And
I thought that was pretty amazing, the Lightning McQueen car.
It was really good, and a circular screen going around the whole room.
Yeah.
never would have known it was back there. It's so hidden.
Right.
And I don't know if they're just trying it out or if it's going to stay. But yeah, it's a very hidden. And there was no line because I just think half the people that were in the park had no idea where it was or that it even existed.
I knew
But
generally where it was, but yeah, I felt like it was, like you said, a little bit hidden when I got over there. So
Yep. Yeah, you really have to
Perfect.
be looking for it, or you just dumb luck stumble upon it because it's not something that you're going
Or-
to just see like while you're in that corner.
Or you're listening to the Geekin' Podcast.
And now you know.
Now
exactly.
you know to go look for it. Definitely don't miss it. I almost missed it. Perfect. And then you did the Rise of the Resistance. You guys, I've heard the story from Glenn's
From Glenn's perspective.
perspective.
so
Yeah.
I'll tell. This is a funny story because Glenn's given you the lead up story, which is me, and both of us thought we lost our chance.
Yes.
The sites stopped even listing what boarding group was working.
Right.
It had been down several times, and we thought it was over.
Mm-hmm.
So I just cut my losses, and we went and stood in line for the spinning one in Toy Story. I can't remember the name now. Whatever the spinning one is.
The aliens.
Alien saucers, that's right. So we're standing in line there, and Danielle's friend and his two kids are with us. So we're all standing in line. Glenn's saying he's leaving to head to the airport, and then he calls us and says, no, it's back on. Well, I'm in line with a bunch of people. I can't get out of line, and I certainly can't grab Andy to get out of line. So he's livid because
Yes, that's the story I heard.
Here's his chance to Rise of the Resistance, and I'm waiting on alien swirling saucers. So
That's right.
finally meet up with him. We get in. My daughter, Melody, wants no part of the ride. She's tall enough to do it, but she's scared and wants to not do it. So we're able to do the rider swap, which is an awesome thing and allowed me and Andy to actually ride the ride twice.
Right.
But so we do the rider swap, but Melody was still supposed to be able to go on the ride because I had made her part of our boarding group. So instead, Danielle's friend, his 10-year-old son, we were like, hey, you can come with us. Why don't you come and just you can be Melody, so to speak, and come on the ride. So it's me, Glenn, Andy, and then Danielle's friend's son, and we all go. Lost my headphones there. I talk with my hands, so I ended up knocking my headphones.
I saw that coming.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. No one can see me, but every story, my hands are moving around like crazy. I'm a hand talker, and so
I love it.
we get in there. We start walking into the line because it's been down. There's an actual line that we have to wait for even after the boarding group.
Yeah.
And we're waiting in line for about a half an hour before my phone rings, and it's Danielle, and she's like, "Hey, my friend wants to leave. His wife is calling, and he needs to go. Can you bring his son out?" And I'm like, "I'm in a cave.
Yeah, right.
And I have no idea where I am. I don't know that I can just get out of here to bring him to you, and we've already been in here a half hour." So we ask a cast member who's in the line, and we're like, hey, is there a way that he can get out to go to his dad?
Yeah.
And this cast member, he's like a 20-year-old kid or whatever, and he's just like, I'm not really sure. I don't know. And in the meantime, people are passing us in line, and Glenn is ripping his hair out and like, what is going on? Because we're getting further and further behind.
No, I didn't hear this story.
Yeah, this is the to be continued part. So
the deeper cut.
Finally, the guy goes, I don't believe there's a way I can get him out. And so we're like, okay, we'll just go. And we're like, how much longer is it? And he goes, probably going to be another 20 or 30 minutes more of waiting in line before you get there.
Right.
So I call Danielle, and I'm like, look, we're trapped in this cave. We can't get out. It's 30 minutes one way, 30 minutes further to wait. I'm not jumping out of line. And as I'm on the phone, this cast member kid comes running up, and he goes, you know what? I can take him. Actually, it's he can come with me. I can take him out. So Glenn and I are just like, all right, see you later. We send a 10-year-old with a cast member, and he goes and he leaves.
Oh my gosh.
And so then he's gone, and Glenn and I for the next 5 minutes are standing there like, did we do the wrong thing? Was that a bad move? Should we not have allowed?
You didn't have your wits about you.
Exactly. It's like, and we started like rationalizing it. We're like, well, if it was Six Flags, we wouldn't have let him go, and maybe not Universal, but Disney. I mean, it's Disney. I'm sure he's fine.
And my second time ever getting to ride this ride, I've been trying to get on. I flew down here to get on it.
So happy end of the story. I get a call from Danielle 5 minutes later. He did make it out. The cast member got him to his dad, and he made it fine. And then the three of us, Glenn and Andy and I, made our way through and got to go on the ride. And then we did the rider swap where Glenn stayed with Melody, and Danielle, Andy, and I got to go back in. And thankfully, when you rider swap, you don't have to wait in line the second time. We went right in the Fast Pass and immediately got on the ride the second time.
That's a story from the 70s, Jeff. That's what our parents used to do.
Just let a kid go. Yeah, they'll find their way.
Pin a $10 on them and send them on their way.
Exactly.
Nice.
And if anyone asks, that was purely for fiction. That was a fictional story for humor's sake. Me and Glenn are great people that didn't actually happen.
I understand. I understand. No, you do have a feeling of safety in Disney for sure with the cast members and everybody.
Yeah, and his dad is a cast. His dad is a cast member, so I felt like we were good. Yeah, it'll work.
Nice. Good job. I love the stories. We're going to get some more stories. But before we do that, anything you feel like you splurged on for your family there?
Kind of touched on two of them. We weren't on a dining plan, so Ohana is a splurge. If you're not on a dining plan and you have a family of four, it's well over $200 for dinner. And then the Bon Voyage breakfast, same thing. But that was my daughter's Christmas gift. And then I guess the third splurge, not necessarily so much a money splurge as it was a money and time splurge. My son's gift was that we took him to the Fantasia Gardens mini golf.
Oh, cool.
And that's over by the Swan and Dolphin. If everyone's ever been there, there's two mini golf courses that are right there. It's all one, but they've got two separate courses, which I didn't remember. I had done it once before, but I didn't remember that there was two different courses.
Oh, yes.
So one of them's like your traditional mini golf with statues and like fun angles and things like that, which is the one we did because it was for my 7-year-old, and and Melody sort of just ran around and played like it was hockey, just hitting the balls all over the place. But then the other course is more like a real golf course style for putting on different angles. So I guess there's some realism. That one ended up actually looking to be more crowded. There was maybe one other person or one other group doing the one we did, and there was maybe 3 or 4 groups. So it was very not crowded, which was
different for Disney.
Yeah, which was our moment of zen.
Right.
We went to Magic Kingdom that morning, and then we took a bus over to do the Bon Voyage breakfast. And ironically, we wanted to get on the Boardwalk bus, but the Boardwalk bus, the Beach Club bus, and the Swan and Dolphin bus were all sort of in the same general area at Magic Kingdom. So the first one that came was the Swan and Dolphin bus. We just jumped on that one.
Yeah.
And walked from the Swan and Dolphin all the way over to Fantasia Gardens on the Boardwalk, and then walked all the way back.
Okay.
But we loved that walk because after how crowded the parks were, it was so empty.
Nice.
And just so peaceful. We actually stopped on the boardwalk at one point and just looked across the water at the Yacht Club and Beach Club and just took in like it was so peaceful.
I'm with you there. I love those quiet. The boardwalk's a perfect place, or that walk between Hollywood Studios. Yeah, love it.
That's why you love your coffee walks. I completely understand it. It is.
The mornings you get a lot of that peace because everyone is still in bed, I love my coffee. Yeah, I love checking out the resorts early in the morning, but yeah, Boardwalk's a big favorite of mine. I could totally get that. I love that moment of zen.
Yeah, and so it was great. We enjoyed it. It's a great escape, that's for sure. So that was a good time. My son loved the golf. We kept score. He did not win. That's not the greatness of the story. Unfortunately, I whooped his butt like any dad should.
let them know who's the boss.
We're gonna let you. He did get a hole-in-one on one, and
it'll be so much better when he can beat you. It'll be so real.
his favorite thing was we walked away from it with this story, and he's retold it probably 15 times. The last hole is basically a gimme hole in one. It's like a funnel.
Right.
You hit it and it goes down. And I got a hole in one. He got a hole in one. Danielle did not get a hole in one.
Oh.
She hit it and somehow got it to stick up at the top of the funnel and didn't go in. And he thought that was the funniest thing and told everybody. Every family member has heard the story of how Mama didn't get the gimme hole in one. And so it was, that's a story. So we've got that to walk away from. And it's all about, obviously, the stories and the memories.
I think he's a chip off the old man's block, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta get them while they're down. That's for sure. So.
Somebody posted in our Facebook group one of those 50 things, and you get a point for things that you've never done. But a lot of people have never done mini golf. I did it one time at the conference. We had a mini golf tournament after the conference was over, that was the only time. But I agree, there's some other places to take for mini golf. So good job.
Yeah, it's a good one. And there was some construction going on. I think they're putting a condo in there right next to the mini golf or something. I'm not on top of all of my geek and stuff, but I remember when we walked there was construction. And I looked at the signs. I think it was a condo or something is going in. So maybe there's a new place to stay coming in. I don't know the details. I'm sure somebody does, but
I hope that's not the Star Wars hotel, and we're totally missing the location, but.
No, definitely is not. That would be way too far to go.
It's closer to the Star Wars land, actually. Yeah, where that's going in.
Yep, exactly.
All right. Did we get all the good stories?
Those are the best. I kind of I had them in my notes all together, but I've incorporated them when they've come up. Yeah, because the Pandora
wait a
story
minute.
And sitting down. Yep.
You might get kicked out of the Geeks. I'm looking at your overrated.
I know.
Do you even want to say this? This is very controversial.
So I guess
you better.
I'm going to put it out there.
Put some sugar on it.
First off, overrated. I'm not saying it's bad by any means, but Rise of the Resistance. In order to go on that ride, you have to wake up. You did, and times have changed a little bit, and who knows what it'll be like when we all get to go back again. But
it's only 4 a.m.
You got to wake up early, and then you got to stand in a giant crowd, and then you got to move with that giant crowd, and then you got to panic typing into your phone, and then once that's all done,
it's all fun, Jeff.
Exactly.
It's part of the experience.
Exactly, and it is part of the experience. And you go through this whole thing, and then you wait all day for your time to go.
That has broken down.
It breaks down, and there's the tension. And I've heard the stories of other people who have missed out on days. And I think it was someone either a week ago or 2 weeks ago couldn't go that day, and then they had to change their whole schedule to go back the following day. And so there's just a lot of investment to go on Rise of the Resistance.
You nearly get thrown in jail for putting a young child in danger.
Exactly. You send children away with random cast members. All
right.
And the experience is amazing. And that's really what that ride is an experience. You feel like you're in it and a part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's great. I don't have anything bad to say about the ride itself.
Oh, you're talking about all the leading ups to it. I get it. All right.
Yep. But
I'll let you slide.
I will say, though, that the ride, I'm wondering how the repeatability will be. I was fortunate enough with the rider swap to get to ride it back to back. Mm. And the second time I rode it, the veil had been removed. There's something just cool, and you rode it a couple of times as well. There's the first time you ride it, it's just like, oh wow. And I don't want to put any spoilers.
I think I'll find things different every time. There's enough going on for sure. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot going on that you can do, and that's the one thing I wonder is will the repeatability be there?
Yeah, I think you know why too though, because you got the cast members that are playing the role. You'll have different guests that you'll interact with. And if you're just into it and have, goofy fun like I do on everything, I think it will. I think it'll have repeatability. Yeah, it'll be nice if it wasn't such a chore to get on it.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, the ride is, my wife and I went to Disneyland Paris back in October. The ride itself, the end ride, is very similar to Ratatouille in Paris. So I would imagine it's probably going to be similar. I think Ratatouille, they're taking basically the same thing. So I'll be interested to see what people think of the trackless moving around ride. Ratatouille is going to be opening soon, so they're very similar.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, because I suspected, because everyone's talking trackless, and I knew Ratatouille was trackless. So cool. That's
Yeah,
if they ever finish that thing.
Overrated is the experience
of
getting it all.
Let's put that in the history. Let's put that in the history and talk about your underrated experience.
Underrated is the scavenger hunts.
Okay, yeah.
We've done this. My son loves these scavenger hunts, and these are the ones where sometimes you have to pay, sometimes you don't, but you get like a map, and they tell you to go to all these different spots. Food and Wine had it, where Ratatouille was up on different kiosks around the world, and you had to find Remy from Ratatouille is up there, and you have to find where he is, and every time you do, you put a sticker.
I love that Remy. He's so cute.
Oh yeah, it's all.
That's fun. It is fun.
I took pictures of everyone when we went and did it. So at Festival of the Arts, there was a Figment one where Figment had changed famous paintings to incorporate him, and they were all at all of the different lands.
Some were hard to find too. I had to cheat. I think I had to go online or something.
We had to ask people. They would help us. The one in it was either China or Japan was really hidden. It was like off to the side and in this little nook. Yeah. And we finally asked the girl inside that worked there, and she's like, you have to go outside and go around, and so we could find it. But my kids love it. It takes you to the areas that you might not have ever really explored. Like, we got to go back into Norway in parts that I had never been in. I always just head right to the Frozen ride, and maybe we stop into the bakery and other areas, but there's so much more, and you really do explore a lot more with those. And there was another one that was in Animal Kingdom where he got other stickers, and at the end you get a prize.
Right.
If you did it, you get a puzzle. So we have a commemorative Festival of the Art puzzle, and then the Animal Kingdom one, we got a really nice looking magnet that's on like a piece of wood with Lion King, and they were nice enough to give one to my daughter and one to my son. So we ended up with two magnets, even though we only paid, I think, $7 or something like that. So
you might have redeemed yourself from that overrated one.
From the overrated, exactly. But it's a definite thing that I think
take the time to do those. All those, the ones in Magic Kingdom,
especially when the parks are really crowded and standing online to go on a ride. You could just explore, and my kids honestly seem to like that more than waiting in line for a half an hour to ride Dumbo or something like that. So
don't underestimate those for sure. And I like this animator class. So the conservation station. That is something I haven't done since they reimagined it. So how'd that?
Yeah, that was the second one. That, what I would say, is underrated. I've done it twice now. Glenn and I did it at G3, and I was like, I definitely wanted to bring my son, who loves art just like Glenn, this time.
Cool.
It's out on the conservation station. It's basically a sit-down class, and you get a piece of paper that's kind of got a starter, and then they teach you how to draw a character. And this time we got to draw Scar. And I posted it on the Facebook page, actually, the day it happened, because my 7-year-old Andy, his picture to me was the best work he's done. And it was really great. And it's a testament to the class. And he was so proud of it. I was proud of it for him.
That's fun. I love those too. Yeah, glad they put that in there.
Even the ones I did were better work than I've ever done before. So it's definitely something for novice or expert drawing people. And it's just a fun getaway. It's air conditioned, so if it's a hot day, it's a great thing to do.
Even if you're a stick figure guy, you can. They'll help you go slowly, and something you're proud of for sure. Love that.
Yep, something you'd want to frame. That's for sure.
Even if your brother's an art teacher.
Exactly. Yes.
Beautiful.
And, here's a fun fact. Glenn may be an art teacher and a famous artist, but I am the one who sold a piece of art before him. When we were in high school, I got commissioned to do a thing of art, and I still dig him about that.
And the first one to meet me. You got
exactly.
Got a lot on him.
Two first in his
got
zone.
A lot.
So when he hears this, he's going to be like, "Oh, that Jeff."
All right, I'm going to start heading towards the end here.
Yeah, we got to wrap
Jeff,
up.
I'm going to start wrapping up. That's all right, but I want to know, did anything go differently than you planned on this trip? Plan B?
Plan B. I think I mentioned this on the Facebook page to someone else who asked the same thing. I had planned on Hollywood Studios on our last day because we had already been to Magic Kingdom twice. And the night before, we asked the kids, hey, Hollywood Studios, you guys up for it? And they both said no. They wanted Magic Kingdom a third day.
Wow.
I had fast passes. I didn't give up the Slinky Dog fast pass. We ran over there first thing in the morning and did that, and then headed over to Magic Kingdom. Yeah, it was. You think you have everything planned, you have all your fast passes, everything laid out, but at the end of the day, if your kids don't want to go, what's the point? So we
you have the ability to be flexible.
We did. It worked out. Luckily, Magic Kingdom is the place where you can shift around fast passes and get same day fast passes really easily. And we use Kessler run style. Just as soon as we clicked through, go and get another one. So we were able to get probably 6 or 7 fast passes in that day before we had to leave. Just as soon as we got on, getting another one. So we got a really good day there, even though we didn't have fast passes going into it.
Well, it sounds like you've been trained properly to be a planner, definitely a fast pass expert.
Yep.
What's your best tips for newcomers?
It's sort of the same thing everybody else says. You really need to make sure you have your fast passes, you have your dining, and you have a plan whenever you go, because if you don't have those, you might end up waiting in long lines and killing most of your day, or walking around and killing your day. And someone I think mentioned it a couple of weeks ago as well. Transportation, if you're going to park hop, try to park hop between the ones that have the good transportation in between. Magic Kingdom to Epcot, taking the monorail.
Right.
And I started on it, and I'll close to end on it. The Skyliner is a game changer. Going from Hollywood Studios to Epcot is 10 minutes.
I know.
In the Skyliner. It's such a time saver, and that's what you're paying for, is your time. So you don't want to waste it sitting on or standing on a bus in most people's cases.
That's right.
And standing in line for a bus.
I hope they expand it. You're right. Don't be afraid. I know some people have some fear. Face your fears. You'll be glad you did.
Yep, exactly.
I love this. Wow, Jeff. I hope I get to see you. Am I going to see you in February for the Grand Geek and Family reunion?
That is the plan. I'm trying to work with Rob and Brian right now and see if we can get a guy's room, because my wife doesn't want to come again, because we just can't take the kids out of school again. We're planning to go in November, assuming things are
so maybe
back up and running.
Do a long weekend.
Exactly. So we'll probably get down there on the Thursday, do the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday thing like we did for the last G3.
I hope you guys do that. I had so much fun with you. Never mind your brother.
Yeah, it was great because we were all staying at the same place, so I got to see you on the bus in the morning. We talked, and then we hung out. And
That's right. We got there. I was like, hey, I got up at 4:00. Where in the heck is Jeff and Glenn? You guys were checking out, I think. You were checking your bags.
Yeah, we had our last night. We were checking out and checking our bags at 4 a.m. so that we could get on the bus to get over there.
But I think that was part of the fun, the moments that just sort of happened, like you said, we were at the beach bar or the pool bar at the resort one night, and the game was on. That was the World Series. Although
our hometown champion Nationals,
they were tanking though. I felt so bad. That was awkward.
They lost every game when we were down there, so I'm glad.
They did that. They were getting killed that night, and but that was so much fun to meet up with people in different. Yeah, just ad hoc ways. This just happened. And I had a bunch of people show up. That Susan showed up with her mom, and Carrie and
Tony came with us. Actually, we all took an Uber over because the Skyliner was, ironically, what I've been praising, the Skyliner was down. So
the McDaniels stopped by. I had never met them before. Yeah, there was just so many great moments. I'm so glad you're going to try to make it again.
Looking forward to seeing some people. And we've actually met up with some geeks since then. Rob and Stacy came down to Maryland and met us. We did a Void meetup. So it was
nice,
pretty cool that we met these random people down there, and now we've hung out with them and hoping to see them again as soon as we're out of quarantine. I'm sure we're all going to get together. And Stacy's talking about throwing a party, I think, or something like that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so cool. Well, I know you're going to stay in touch. Send me a picture of your trip, and I want to get you into the Super Geek Club before I go to bed tonight.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And
thanks, dude. We'll be talking.
It certainly was a lot of fun. I'm glad I finally got to do a trip report.
Were you nervous?
At first I was, but I've seen you in person. We've talked before, so it just kind of flows. And like I said, I ramble and can talk to the wall, so it just kind of works, and you're just easy to talk to.
I'm not that scary internet person, am I?
Not at all. No.
Awesome, Jeff. We'll be talking to you.
All right, take care.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
I sure would like to meet Mom and Pop Kessler. What a beautiful family they have raised with Glenn and Jeff Kessler. They're awesome brothers that have become great friends of mine of the podcast, just like so many of the people that I've met through the podcast. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. And I was going back a year for our intros, and I love it when you guys send intros into me from our listeners, and to hear Jackie and Selena and a bunch of their friends in the parks doing that intro was really awesome. Again, thanks to Jackie, Samantha Kuhn, Jen Moynihan Wynn, Michelle Herr, and Selena Roll. So we got brothers and sisters part of this podcast, and they are the cutest. Thank you so much, guys, for sending in that intro, and I hope to get more of those intros from you guys. They're fun to do. Just tell me your name, where you're from, some interesting Disney World fun facts about yourself, and that you go geeking with Curtis and the whole Geekin' family. Just send that to me at kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. I'd love to hear those and get some more intros in there from you. Each week I like to feature one of our listeners, and this week our Geek of the Week is going to be Alan Mills. Alan, you're my Geek of the Week because you're my 50th Patreon supporter. Patreon.com/geekinonwdw is where you can send a donation and support the podcast. This is something that Glenn Kessler, Kevin Curtis Allen started up for me over a year ago now, and I am just so appreciative, amazed, and excited that I have 50 Patreon supporters now. Thank you so much to the Geekin' family for supporting the podcast through patreon.com. I did put out a live, I like to do this in support of you guys. I know my most dedicated listeners love the live recordings that I do down in the parks. When I was there in January 2020, I did a lot of recording, and so I'm into about the second or third episode of those live recordings, and I released one this past week. So if you're a Patreon supporter, patreon.com has an app that you can listen to those live recordings. They're exclusive for you, and they are for you because I want to support you guys that do contribute to the show in a little way. And then you can also go to their website and listen to it. You can actually, there is a way if you look at it. On my website, I give some instructions. You can actually set up some apps to go directly to that feed. They have a private feed just for you too. So go try patreon.com/geekinonwdw if you'd like to listen to those live recordings. There is one out there for free if you'd like to try and listen to them if you're interested in those bonus episodes. I've got another one coming out pretty soon too. But episode 27 of I call it the Inner Circle, is the Millennium Falcon. I'm riding that, and Judy is yelling at me because of my piloting skills. Apparently she doesn't approve. David Castro is on that ship piloting with me. Ken and Mama are there also. You get some of the stage show at the Galaxy's Edge. There's the sing-along. There's a lot in park recordings this time. Sing-along with Beauty and the Beast. I apologize for my singing. The Canadian Pavilion music, some rockin' music. After the Rose and Crown fireworks package meal, you'll hear Mom and Judy walking out of Epcot, and we were there late that night. It's pretty cool. You get your dessert while people are walking out, and you just finish up at your dinner meal at the Rose and Crown. That was, believe me, go do that, guys. That fireworks package was something we were really impressed with. But Mom and Judy are kind of funny walking out. Find out by listening. You'll hear my morning coffee walk the next day at the Grand Destino. I'm telling you all about my day and just relax and chilling at the Grand Destino Tower. So if you're interested in the Inner Circle episodes, again, go try patreon.com. I had a question come in through the email. You can always email me at kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. I want to answer this for Becca. Hey, Becca, your question was, she says, I'm looking at maybe going to Disney in the fall of next year, either Halloween or Christmas. I heard Christmas is the big one to see, but are the crowds less? Do you think November 9th through the 17th, 2021? I feel Halloween night would be a nightmare for two adults trying to take it easy. So it's either early into the Halloween season or into the Christmas season. I feel Christmas would be so pretty to see. Been waiting to see it for a while. So this question is a common question of what basically boils down to when's the busy time in Disney World. Although with the current situation with the parks being closed, not knowing how they're going to reopen, this becomes a difficult question to answer, actually. Who knows what it's going to be like as we open the parks and how things unravel here. I can tell you traditionally, here would be my answer. Don't worry about the crowds. Because there's hardly a downtime. And the reason I say that is because the biggest attractions are always going to have big lines. The restaurants, you're always going to need advanced dining reservations, especially for some of the most popular ones. So you always have to use your crowd beating strategies. So your real question should be, how do I beat the crowds? Because it's always going to be crowded at Disney World. At least it was, in the past during these periods of time that you're talking to. Yes, Halloween night and the Christmas party. The Halloween party and the Christmas party. If you listen back to a lot of our podcasts, and I've done these too, they're extremely crowded, which coming up with this coronavirus situation and the new protocols, maybe they're going to limit the tickets. So watch out for that. And it might not be like it was in the past, because we were thinking maybe they should limit the tickets anyway, because it's been so extremely crowded. And if that's a problem you want to avoid, then Halloween or Christmas parties or Halloween parties might not be for you. Look to do one of those after hours parties maybe instead, but both those times are good. You could combine the two. There's a period of time where the Halloween party is finishing up and the Christmas is opening. Take advantage of both of those seasons if you want to do that. If you want to catch the Halloween and Christmas season, look when they're doing the parties. When the Halloween party ends and the Christmas party begins. Look in that time period. You might be able to catch both of those seasons at the same time. Who knows when that will be this year. So there's my answer, Becca. If you want to get on a call, we can talk through it. And again, you want to really just use your crowd beating strategies that I love. We're going to do a trip report with you too, so we can talk about this on a podcast recording coming up soon. Another question I got on Patreon, it was on patreon.com. There's a little chat feature there. And for this episode 27 that I was mentioning, Andy Hoffman, Andy asks, can we get an episode with a sing along with Mama and Auntie Judy? Well, to be clear, Andy, I think you got a little bit of a sing along when they're coming out of the Epcot Rose and Crown that late evening. You got a little. Is that maybe why you're asking for more sing-alongs with Auntie Judy and Mama? They were having a really good time, but I will pass that on to them that you're interested in a sing-along with Mama and Auntie Judy. I'd really love to do karaoke for our grand Geek and Gathering, the Geek and Family Reunion. I can't wait. This is coming. So thank you for the question, Andy. That was a lot of fun. But I'm so excited about the Geek and Family Reunion for February 2021. All of this pent-up Disney want to go to Disney World is really... I was talking with Kevin Curtis Allen this week on Facebook Live, and we were talking about this. I just came up with another idea for the family reunion too. We're going to do a mini golf tournament. I'll have some prizes for that. So that'll be probably on Friday, February 19th. This is a day we'll be in Hollywood Studios is the plan. And then we're going to do jelly rolls that evening. So I thought that would fit in well to do the golf tournament in between Hollywood Studios and jelly rolls over at the Fantasia mini golf over at the Swan. So that would work out. We're going to hang around Thursday. I'm going to start at Thursday, February 18th. So taking a step back here, the pre-event activities, I'm getting down there on Thursday, February 18th. We'll have some other activities that day. And then Friday we'll be in Hollywood Studios. We're going to be doing jelly rolls, like I said, the golf tournament. Saturday, February 20th will be the Kessler run in Magic Kingdom. We'll also have our bingo scavenger hunt during that weekend for prizes. The whole weekend will be the scavenger hunt. You'll get a bingo card and try to do some of the things, cross those off on your bingo card. Try to fill out the whole card and you'll win a prize. And then there's the Sunday is going to be the Geek and Family Reunion, the official picture at Epcot, Sunday, February 21st, about 10 a.m. near the opening of World Showcase, if we can get in there. Hopefully there's no construction and that kind of stuff. Then after the picture, we'll go over to the Mexican Pavilion to chat, have some frozen lime margaritas. I know that's what I'll be doing. And take some more pictures with us. Have some nachos. Just walk around World Showcase after that. Maybe ride the Mexican boat ride. But we'll have fun doing the World Showcase together if you want to hang out with us. It's also that Run Disney Princess Half Marathon. So the following week, well, that weekend is if you got your medals, you'll be able to show your medals that Sunday to all of us. We'll take pictures. I love that. That's so great that is happening at the same time. So it's the Grand Geek and Family Reunion, the G3, February 2021. I've got a private Facebook group if you'd like to be a part of that. There's already 72 people. I was saying to Kevin, do you think we could hit 100? Oh, how awesome would that be? Well, anyways, contact our travel agents and reserve your room today. Come have fun with the geeks. It'll be the art festival. It'll be the Run Disney Princess Half Marathon. There'll be so much fun going on that weekend. Come on and join us. I'll be there the rest of the week, the next week too. Glenn Kessler will be there. Kevin Curtis Allen will be there. Deborah, so come join us. That intro, my gosh, that was so much fun. Thank you again, Jackie, Samantha, Jen, Michelle, and Selena. I love those when you guys send those in to me. Yeah, don't forget, we are travel agents, Disney trip planning experts. We're with Fairy Tale Concierge. We're authorized Disney planning agency. We're platinum. Reach out to Mama Auntie Judy at travelandtiaras@gmail.com. EJ and Jennifer at their Little Dole Whips Facebook page. They are working hard right now, mostly rescheduling trips. If you can imagine, they're spending more time rescheduling than actually people going on trips right now, which is kind of disappointing. So reach out to them, cheer them up, encourage them, book a trip. They would love to hear from you, especially booking a trip out in the future. We'll help you do all those fast passes. We'll help you plan your trip. We can do some of that work for you and take that off your shoulders, or you can just collaborate with us. We'll give you great ideas because we know so much about Disney World. Thanks, guys, for going geeking on Walt Disney World with us. We really appreciate you listening and geeking and listening and hanging out with us in our private Facebook group. We love you, geeks. Have a magical day, and I hope all your dreams come true. Doing great. I hit my record button so I don't forget.
we do a whole half hour of talking. It's like, oh yeah, we didn't get any of that.
My fear. I've done it. I've had 2 misfires in 340 episodes.
The entire episode, or did you catch it at some point?
Pretty much. I can't remember all the. One just didn't like the audio quality. Didn't know it when we were recording, but it was just like really low. And I'm watching the levels right now, so I don't know how I messed up. But one, I don't remember what the other one was. Something like the file was just corrupt. Couldn't get it. So that was that one happened really early on.
I would imagine you would have had more of your issues early on. Like, I feel like you're a seasoned pro now, right?
It still can happen.
Yeah, I guess so.
Trust me. Even now, sometimes like I'm editing them and I'm using this software that will boost and try to equalize both sides. But sometimes, like, you know what? A lot of times when I have like 2 people on, they're talking into their computer, and I think the distance or something's not, equal. And sometimes the software doesn't fix it, so I got to manually go in there and bump it up.
Nice. Have you been using the same equipment for all 6 years, or? Yeah.
Well, no, not totally. I mean, when I first started, I had my mixer the whole time. I had that originally, but I used to record into an iPad. I had the camera kit. The camera kit would convert your iPad to you could do a USB adapter into it. And so I recorded using like a audio program software on my iPad out of my mixer. So I had the separation of from computer software. Like, I didn't record on my computer, but I used the mixer. So the mixer would have the inputs from like my microphone or in this case, Lindsay's too. So we have two microphones going in, and then the audio recording going out to my iPad. But about a year into it, I bought this. I have a wave recorder, MP3 recorder that I get. The same one I use like when I'm roaming outside too. So I'm recording to that.
Like your own trip reports or whatever, your morning coffee walk, that kind of thing.
Same recorder. Yep.
Nice.
I use that one. It's a Roland R5, but it's a nice MP3 recorder. I record into Wave, then change into MP3 and stuff. But yeah, except for microphones, everything's the same. Except for now I've had this recorder for 5 years.
Old reliable, no need to change.
Yeah, they came up with a new model just recently. Matter of fact, this one was not available for a long time, but then they've got a newer one. I ended up buying a couple of attachments to it. Like I don't need battery. I used to use batteries all the time, AA batteries. Now it's USB I get power. I have a little power cord. Well, I bought a little stand for it. So yeah, the newer one has Bluetooth. I think I could wireless into, or I don't know. It's got a couple of extra features, but I was like, what for? This one works.
Yeah, why not? Exactly.
Couple $100. The next upgrade, something that's come out within last year or so, it's got all the bells and whistles that a podcaster would want. It's an external mixer, but it also all your inputs for mics. It actually has a built-on onboard recorder and a little sound board where you can bring in sounds and stuff. I don't really do that live with my show, but it's got audio like a gator, so that any low hum noise you could just take it out automatically while you're recording. It's got like the boom voice for your mic. It's really nice. But it's like $600, and I'm like, Again,
start talking about it on the podcast. You never know what G3 surprise you might end up getting.
I've been saving my money, but I can't justify it when my stuff works.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's like, why replace it until you need.
It's a lot of money to spend when everything's working.
Makes sense.
All right, so you're ready to go?
Yeah, I'm sorry I wrote a novel of notes. I don't know how people do it normally. I just sat down one night and was like typing in narrative style. And so next thing you know, it was like 5-6 pages.
It's probably easier to follow if it's, I should write that in my notes if anyone would listen to me. But yeah, bullets are usually easier. But if it's, as long as you can, sometimes I'm reading ahead if I need to remind people like, oh, you said this, which sometimes is helpful. But if you get stuck. But
I can usually ramble on like
I doubt. Yeah, I don't.
While, so.
I think I'm having a feeling. I know some of your relatives.
Yeah,
at least one of your relatives.
He's the more poetic of the two of us. I still will tend to ramble.
You'd have a hard time beating him for poetic.
Oh, he always does the family toasts and things like that right off the cuff. I swear he must prepare ahead of time, but he's
got a talent.
He's done it enough times. I don't think he does. It just comes right off the cuff. So.
I love that video at the Bay Lake Tower for that first meetup.
Oh yeah,
that's classic.
I know he didn't prepare that. He
classic.
Had to talk about it all day.
No, he didn't know. Absolutely. All right, dude. Let's get it on. You ready?
All right.
Just belch a little bit here. All right. Great job.
All right. Thanks, Kurt.
That is a wrap.
Nice. Yeah. Hour and a half. So sorry if I talked a little.
I knew that was going, and that's not untypical for me.
Awesome. Well, I think everything went well. I didn't miss anything that I
wanted
to talk about.
Gosh, that was fantastic. I
got some good tips that hopefully people will care about.
That's right.
I love listening to it. So no matter what, but hopefully people can get something out of it too.
I've had, this has been a theme for me. It seems like the last few that I've recorded. I mean, they've been people I've met. It seems like, there's like a relationship going on with a lot of the folks I've had on. And not a lot of just like new people. it's just people that have been part of the group, and like I said, there's relationships there. So I mean, I had Fran Chandler, I had this Nick and the one's out right now, and Carlin. They were fantastic. I was like,
they seem like they would fit in.
Oh my gosh,
really well with the group.
Absolutely.
They were the ones that said they had Disney quotes, right? He was the one that was like, "Can I see something crazy?" when he proposed. When I heard that,
freaky.
I was like, that is great.
I swear to God, it's so freaky. Yeah. The people that there was someone else I had on. My gosh, what was I was talking to him? Was it Facebook Live or something? I'm like, oh my God, you have got to come to G3, because she was saying how she's not sure if she has someone to go with. I said, you got to meet some. You are going to fit in unbelievably with some of these ladies that go. It's just uncanny.
Yeah, and it's just everyone likes Disney, and you can talk about Disney. Like the other day, I was telling my guys at work, I was like, this funny thing I did the other day? I was singing Into the Unknown with my kids, and I was really belting it out. And I got to the end, and I said, "Where are you going? Don't leave me alone. How do I follow you?" And then I just stopped, and then I just kept doing things, and I never said it, and I never said Into the Unknown. And my kids lost it. They were just like, "Dad, what? When are you going to say it? When are you say?" I just stopped and went and did anything. And so I tell this story to my guys at work, and they're just like,
"They don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't get it." And I was just like, "Wow!" I wanted to post it on the Geekin Facebook page, and I was like, "That's not a story I can type." Awesome. I was like, "Oh well, I'll just." So you're the first person who's heard it, other than my wife who lived it. So it was.
Well, I'll leave it in the extras after the music ends.
Nice. Oh, my singing too. I don't know about that.
Oh, definitely then. Yes, absolutely. Better you than me.
Exactly. Yep.
All right, dude. Thanks for coming on. We'll be chatting with you.
Sounds good. And thanks for staying up late. Sorry.
No
sorry
problem.
To keep you up so late.
No problem. I loved it.
All right. Well, see you on the chat room, I'm sure.
Yes, sir. Night.
Take care. Bye.